Hi there, my name is Rachel Stern. I'm the founder and managing partner of GovTech Ventures, and we're back this week with another weekly go-to-market GovTech Playbook. And I spent some time this week digging into the new Mayor's AI Playbook. It was just released by the US Conference of Mayors and Google, and it's basically the instruction manual for every city leader in the country right now. Here's the thing. This document was not written for startups, vendors, or investors. It was written for mayors. And that's exactly why I think it's an important go-to-market piece of intelligence. It tells you very plainly how cities are being trained to think, and it's a far cry from how most GovTech companies are positioning themselves. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Cities aren't being taught to go shopping for AI. They're being taught to go shopping for risk-controlled operational fixes. Most founders lead with capability, but this playbook leads with constraint. It tells mayors to start with the governance frameworks, legal compliance, and ethical guardrails before they even think about a pilot. If your pitch starts with what your model can do, but doesn't mention how it fits in their human-in-the-loop safety requirements, you've already lost them. Not because your tech is bad, but because your narrative is misaligned with their new reality. There's another quiet signal in here that founders really need to hear. Cities are being told to start with tasks, not transformations. The playbook doesn't suggest building a citizen engagement platform. It suggests using AI to check a permit application for completeness, route to a 311 call, or summarize an environmental report. That's the wedge. If you can't describe your product as a single sentence task that solves a specific bottleneck, you don't have a sellable go-to-market for government yet. Founders also need to internalize this. AI is supposed to draft, humans are supposed to decide. The playbook is very explicit about this. Cities are being trained to distrust any system that removes human review. So when you show a demo that looks like full automation, what a mayor sees is unmitigated risk. But if your demo looks like an assisted workflow or a sandbox for staff productivity, then they can see safety. It might be the same backend, but the buying response is completely different. We also need to talk about ROI. Founders love the time saved metric, but cities aren't necessarily optimizing for time saved per employee. They're optimizing for flow. They care about backlog size, permit cycle times, incomplete submission rates, and SLA misses. If your ROI system or story isn't anchored to those specific operational headaches, it won't land with the budget owners. Finally, the playbook explicitly encourages cities to start small. Low risk, moderate benefit, fast proof. In the private sector, small sounds like you lack scale. In GovTech, saying we can start with one specific workflow sounds mature and responsible. If your go-to-market requires a city-wide rollout to show value, you've designed yourself into a wall of friction. So zooming out, the companies that will win in the public sector over the next few years won't be the ones with the flashiest models. We talk about this all the time. They'll be the ones that sound, frankly, a little boring. Clear tasks, clear guardrails, clear human role, clear metrics. That's not being anti-innovation. That's what real adoption looks like in the halls of city government. I'm putting the playbook in the comments here and would love to hear your thoughts. More next week.